Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Reborn. Last episode we got through the gauntlet of let's see here, 12, 24, a 30 on 6 gauntlet that was just insane. This was the team that did it. For the most part, Flygon and Aerodactyl did a lot with their double rock sliding. So, hey. So now it's all about just getting through this and figuring out what the heck's going on, where we are. Station Master here. We've got your boarding pass. Another one for Reborn City, huh? They've been pushing that new league. Just kind of a dump. Why anyone would want to go there is beyond me. Yeah, we read all this actually at the very beginning. So there's all of our... So you're NTG. I'm Julia, captain of cheer and pep and all things bubbly and bright. Yep, correct. There's only one thing you could ever do anyway. I'll be looking forward to your challenge, so go on, get down to the Grand Hall already. Hey, are you NTG? I'm Kiki. It's a pleasure to meet you, but it's everything, okay? I heard something happened at the station meeting. Aim must... Okay, but that's not Kiki. Is it? No, that's Victoria. Why did she name herself Kiki there? We ended up getting Trico to start with, but I guess it really doesn't... I bet it doesn't matter, honestly. Hey, you're cute. You come here around here often? Just joke, kid. Man, NTG, I'm so glad to see you. Finally, someone recognized me. I mean, I thought I had stars in my eyes, but I guess it was just you. But really, I've been wandering around here for a while, and I was starting to get worried. I have no idea how I got here or what's going on. Neither do I, dude. But what do you say we stick together until we figure out what's what in this place? Then again, there's only one path, so I guess that won't be hard. Come on, let's go. That's not the path I have. Alright. And welcome to the super duper... Are you saying anything? Just ignore. Ways to cover up persisting revelation that the best years of my life have already been, and now on. And from now on, everything is an inevitable decline. Wait, is that a safety hazard? Oh, who cares? Anyway, I don't think I won't go easy on you. As former, I have to convince myself that the Onyx Trainer School honors depend on me. Yeah, things are definitely weird. NTG, a little birdie told me you were coming here to challenge. I'm forced to ask myself, why? Here's what I think, NTG. I think you don't deserve to challenge her. I think you're not good enough. Not even I was good enough. Maybe you don't understand why I'm doing this, NTG. It's not like it's a matter of pride. But you're worthy, and I never was. Okay. Path opens that way. She's not speaking at all. Please notice. Way too much going on. Alright. I'm just trying to find the path, guys. What are you doing, you stupid creep? Let go of me already. Subject lashes out with verbal and physical aggression and refuses to listen to either instruction or reason. Let's begin an initial treatment at 100 volts. Do you really think you get away with this, you dirty old man? She scratched me. Restrain her. Make that 110 volts instead. Now, Heather, just hold still. You might feel a little shock. No, I'm feeling the shock. What the... Alright, at least it didn't hurt my Pokemon. Oh, it was you. Your light shines brightest in the darkness, after all. So make sure you never, ever, ever stop shining, no matter what happens. I know this is a little backwards, but just hang in there, okay? She should open a path for you, unless... Hey, NTG, if 2 stars fall, passing like ships in the night, do you think they would wish upon each other? If that would happen, then which wish would win? Maybe we just have to chase them to the horizon to find out. Anna, you are special. Oh, geez, there you are. It's really you this time, right? I lost you before. I've been seeing some really weird stuff down here. Earlier I saw a version of you, but I think it was from the past. You didn't seem to even see me at all. It was pretty cold, but I thought we were gonna stick together. Haha. Listen, I keep feeling like there's something just behind me, so really stay close this time, okay? Let's go slow together. But you're going the wrong way, dude. There's Kiki. Welcome once more. I return as well, striking in perfect immobility, with all the fury that my soul may harbor, because that is all I can amount. Defeat the inner chaos. Did you think I was only talking about Zen of mine? I could be centered to dead zero and I will still end up. How is it fair that I had to be the one to go? How is it fair that my body had to be the one killing itself? I didn't ask for this. Do you think I was satisfied? Do you think I didn't have dreams? Do you think I knew a single goddamn thing about staying calm? Defeat the inner chaos. I am made of chaos, and there's nothing I could do about that. Unlike these whiny, self-absorbed children whose greatest problem is that their fucking hair looks like. They have no idea what it's like to wake up one day and suddenly hear that despite everything they ever sought to do with their life, despite giving themselves to others every step of the way, despite surviving a family that communicated mainly in drugs and violence, despite having climbed over all of the shit of life just to make one goddamn oasis of serenity in this fucking ballistic world, the only reward you get is death. Tear my stomach open, pick out my intestines, grind them into the dirt. My body would do it all on its own anyway. The only thing I ever taught was mercy, but no one could teach that to me. Poor Kiki on that one. Come back, I clean my room and it won't. Kane leaving. Oh, it really is just you, isn't it? This place is running me a bit ragged, and not in a good way. If I keep seeing things about you, probably you've seen some things about me too. To be honest, I'd rather just forget about most of that stuff. Well, obviously that's why I ran. But then the only place I ever ran was in circles. I guess it's hard to do anything else when I don't know where to go. Hey NTG, do you know what you want to do in the future? Like after this is all over? I do. Play some other games. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. So many people seem like they're just cut out and set on whatever it is they want to do, but I never was like that. I could barely settle on a romantic partner. Even with how much I joke and flirt about that stuff, it's just a way of keeping myself safe from commitments and disappointment. If those are even any differences. You know, who knows? Maybe one day I could find somewhere I actually can feel like I belong. Place or person, either way. But I've gone around enough to know that I'm the problem, not them. Even if they do nothing wrong, I still never feel like I can stay. But hey, everyone's a little bit broken, right? And some pieces just don't fit together, no matter how much lotion. Well, never mind. You can go on ahead this time. Sticking together never works out anyway. And maybe just this time, I'll stop running. Kane. We meet again. I have no intention of extending you the same. Lizzie. I will do. It's where Corey lost his wife. How funny. You thought you were strong together. And here you are now. Let this be a lesson. Numbers do not help. Friends do not help. Nothing ever helps. No one ever helps. No one ever helps. They just phased right through me. Once upon a time, a belt of meteors swept across the universe, but one day, one of those little meteors decided she wanted to go further than any of the others ever had. So she kicked up her trail, revved up her space dust, and off she went, sailing far, far away across the galaxy. Further than all her best friends, further than all her loving family, further than any meteor had ever known it was possible to even go. And when she was very, very tired of flying so far away, she found a little planet she liked, and she thought that she would finally rest. So the little meteor started to descend to the planet's surface. But that planet's atmosphere was so high and so thick, and the little meteor was so exhausted from flying so many millions and millions of moons across space that she burnt right up in the sky. And do you know what happened? All the people on that planet looked up and they said, "Look, a shooting star, let's make a wish." So everyone on that little planet, which had scarcely seen such a star in its life, wished and wished and wished and wished with all their might. And those people smiled and knew hope like they had never known before, and felt happy. And by the time it would have come to the surface, there was nothing of the little meteor left at all. It had all, poof, vanished. And even though it disappeared from the world forever, do you know what that little meteor did? It lived happily ever after. And the joy it brought, and the hearts it touched, and the smiles it inspired in its final moments as a shooting star. So even with its little itty bitty bit of life, it never ever regretted what it had done even once. So make sure to smile for me too, okay? You could have been a meteorite instead. Okay. Hehehe. This is funny. Hey, don't you even know who your real ally is? Don't you? Don't you? Hey, who's really made it so you could get this far? Who? Hey, haven't you been having fun? Haven't you? So you're like, hehe. Why else would you keep playing? No. Okay, balls hip, no. Was super effective. Hey! How was that super effective against me? What? Yeah! Oh, it didn't affect him. I need to do that. Mystical fire. Whew. Alright. The Hypno's been defeated. But why was it here? Is this Dreamland? What in the world is... But if it's Dreamland, then why... If this is what it's like to die, I don't mind. I'm happy. I was finally able to be of use to my master. And that feeling is my own. My own. No matter how intensely I may feel it, even I know the truth. All of my desire for him is just a reflection of his own longing for her. And neither of us could ever realize it. After all, a human marrying a Pokemon? How gawk. Unthinkable. These aren't the Dark Ages anymore. I'm not stupid, just a mess. And even if I put all of those thoughts square out of my head, I know they could all come rushing back the moment I saw him again. Is that just how crushes are? Or is it just part of my fate to only have his feelings? I suppose I'll never find out. Not anymore. So we're dead? Ah, Terra! How annoying. NTG. I don't want to give up. I want to be able to fight like you. Please. It hurts. Don't forget me. How much longer do you think we have to stay out here? As long as the rope. What? How long is the rope? As long as it needs to be. Huh? I was just tired. Stop making excuses. Didn't mean to ruin anything. If you're really tired, then go to sleep. Here in the snow? No, in the luxury bed down we've got. Yes, out here. Dad won't be mad after this, right? He will if you keep asking things like that. But I'm so cold. Yes, that's kind of the point. I want to go inside. Stop complaining. It's your fault we're in this situation in the first place. I'm sorry. No, you're not. I am. You're sounding like him. Better him than you. Jeez, this is a... Did I... I'm missing a lot of things, I'm sure. Dead people. Split. Okay, there's a lot going on. Enough. Luna. How do you do, NTG? It has been a fair few minutes since our last visit, has it not? But let us not linger on this. I fear you have dallied here far too long as it is. Though I do not fault you for it, this is my home rather than yours. So I will handle this place from here. Please. The way forward is yours alone. Okay. Whoa, what's up with the big hole? Unbelievable. I'd missed everything. Look who it is, once again. Are you yourself, NTG? Please don't be alarmed. It is only me. I recognize this is a somewhat unfortunate visage for you to return to, so allow me. Okay, Radamos. Perhaps you will remember me better this way. If you would be so kind, please pay no mind to my appearance before. It is one of my more, shall we say, I don't know that word, headpieces. Perhaps I can explain in time, but for now, Miss Vulcane, have you seen? This is not all is lost after all. Not for good. Yeah, I see that. But too much has been. We aren't doing so well, you see. This requires some damage control. There's Red joining us as on the case. I don't promise to have medical qualifications, but I do promise to help as best I can. A male Nurse Joy? Who ever heard of that? Now listen, my dear. We don't discriminate here in the healthcare industry. Besides, no one heard of anything until it was invented. So let us not be too quick to dismiss the new developments. The new developments have dismissed themselves. They should have known. This is the only way things go. You certainly can choose to believe that if you are happy you're doing so, but I suspect you are not. Of course I'm not. No one would be happy knowing that they'll lose everything sooner or later. At least this way we don't get hurt. Au contraire, you are hurt all the same. You are only taking on that pain now, as opposed to later. And with no guarantee when or where later might arrive, you bear an awful lot of wounds in the meantime. Is that truly worth it, I wonder? And what about you? Aren't you upset over losing her? Over both of them? Of course I am. But for better or worse, I am a veteran when it comes to losing hers. One might say I've been bearing an awful lot of wounds through some mean times. Another might say we very often tell others the advice we ourselves need to hear. And yet another might say that it is better to focus on those whom we still have. For instance, saving that girl was rather heroic of you. This pity doesn't suit your triumph. What triumph? I couldn't stop them, any of them. What's broken can't be fixed. Clearly it can't be replaced either. There's no going back. And yet NTG has come. Who knows if another might. But I believe we are being rude to our new arrival. NTG must be quite confused by now, and I will explain. I had been here and there before Luna informed me she had been contacted. She told me that a friend had summoned her to this place. I thought it curious, so I offered to escort her. That is how we came to be here. Well, how is it? It's an adventure. An elevator with cut cable frosting and sprinkles of glass all over it. I believe I'll wait for supper. Indeed, one would need to be mad to climb down through this. So I take it you're going immediately. I just might. Gardevoir? Luna, too. What are you doing here? How do you do, mother? And that means that person must be, based on the strange hat, Radamos. Radamos M. Van Halen, to be precise. My hat resents your words, but I, on the other hand, am honored to make your acquaintance. I have heard much about you, madame. Likewise. Luna, dear, are you unwell? Are you crying? I am perfectly fine. There's no need to worry about me. I am just very happy. I am happy to have you both back. Right. So, Miss Vulcane, what brings you to these remote parts? Parenting. Well, it seems you've come to the right place. I didn't mean... I suppose so. And now we finally have the whole family together. What a wonderful but shocking turn of events. Miss Volcan, would I be right in deducing that this magnificent Gardevoir was the one who directed you to this place? What preposterous. You would. The slander. Gardevoir, you were the one who arranged this rendezvous. Why, the audacity to imply such a thing, I could faint at the very spot. Gardevoir. La 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 la, fainting over here. Thank you, truly. Madame? I need to find my son, and should he be here, we shall. Do you not think it wise to go together? I know better than to count on others staying. Mother? And even if it be unwise, do you not think it kind? Apologies. Fine, I understand. I'll go with you all. Fantastic. Sarah, join the party. Although I do not wish to be an inconvenience, I very much appreciate it. What have I gotten myself into now? Something messy, something wonderful. At least take me out to dinner before that. Though I suppose you might have a certain amount of charm, were it not for the goofy hat. Now you listen here. I may have set you two up, but don't forget that master belongs to me. Madame, I assure you, were it not for the goofy hats, I would have nothing at all. You don't say. Then I suppose you've got a step over me after all. Mother, please do not say things like that now. I know very well how much loss you've felt throughout your life, but unless it can somehow be changed, there is no use in lamenting about which we cannot have in favor of appreciating that which we can. Aren't we losing sight of the situation here? We're only working together. It's not like we're all about to be a happy little family forever or something. That might depend on who you ask. And speaking of working together, just what exactly are you all doing up here? Parenting. I have received a summons to this place from my dear friend Shade. Of course, I simply had to answer it. We were just assessing the viability of Glass Pit of Death, you see, before you as an entrance. Glass Pit of Death sounds like it's about my speed. That's not even all glass down there. That's ice, too. Goodness, you could tell from such a height? Oh, please, who do you think I am? More importantly, it hasn't melted yet. Whatever happened here happened recently. The plot thickens. It seems we're even less alone than we thought. If we may be of some service to whomever is responsible for this, let us make haste. I'm sure there must be a less destructive creative entrance. Then let's scout out and find that. Right. We can do it. Or my name isn't Ash Ketchum. Who? But Master, your name isn't Ash Ketchum. And even that can't stop us. Come, let us be off. Wow. Alright, what a story. We found an elevator for open use in the building nearby, and so we made our way through the factory with little difficulty, I presume thanks in part to you, NTG. And soon we arrived in this room, where we saw... You know what it's time for? Lights, camera, and drama. Quickly, give them to Volcarena. I handed the sapphire bracelets off. NTG, we should have guessed it was you. Excellent work, Volcarona. Thank you. I suspect that is not quite the NTG we know. Bennett? Oh, for Mother? Why did you have to come here, too? For you, your hair. It looks better. I'm aware, Mother, thank you. Now, please go. I don't wish for you to get dragged into this. You should have thought of that before you went and joined up with a terrorist organization. Firstly, they're more of a religious organization than a terrorist one. Secondly, I don't approve of everything they do. I'm just doing a few jobs for them until I've paid my dues. You'll be paying your dues for a while when we're out of here. Come on, you're grounded for the next 45 years. Make it 50. I'm not coming home. You can't treat me like a child forever, Mother. Zero, what are the lights doing? It's just a momentary dip in the power. I, don't think it's anything to worry about. You may not be a child, but are your actions truly becoming of an adult? My actions? I'm sorry, I cannot for a second take you seriously with that ridiculous mask on. I told him it was awful. Not all hats are created equal, but that doesn't mean they deserve any less respect. Mother, how do you manage to make every new boyfriend weirder than the last? Don't get the wrong idea here. Besides, you should already know that Master is vigorously taken. Do you have to phrase it like that? It's been a while, Gardevoir. Not long enough, if you ask me. I don't fault you for feeling that way. Please understand that I am no longer the same person you once knew. I would much rather everyone let the past go, but I understand that won't be possible, especially for you, Luna. I beg your pardon. I offer my sincerest apologies for how I acted before, but you need not accept them. There would be little point in doing so anyway. I disrespected you by treating you as an object before a person. There is no excuse for this. Zero, is the pulse using too much power or something? The energy readings appear to be within acceptable levels. The stupid thing just keeps power cycling for some reason. But it doesn't seem to have interrupted its hypnosis, so please don't worry. We'll continue to analyze it. So don't hesitate if you want us to use NTG to grind them into dust. That man seems mildly unwell. Zero, you only need to subdue them, not to do anything drastic. Subdue them, huh? Well, NTG, would you be so kind? And Zero, that's not... So that's how it is. You have NTG hypnotized. And that hideous pulse back there is the source. Then there is only one thing we must do, is there not? We must defeat NTG in order to free him. They were wise to seize NTG as their defensive line, given that he has bested all of us at some point. But not all of us together. Wait, Master, there was something you wished to do, was there not? Please allow me to begin. Luna, you... Please be silent. You claim to have changed, and you have chosen your side. If you are genuine in your prior assertion, then do what it is you set out to do for yourself now. You mean that if I truly respect you as a person, I do not need to take pity on or spare you as an enemy. It was never my intention for it to come to this, but so be it. I will cut the ties myself. NTG, defeat Luna. So I faced Luna first. So this is it. But this was the only natural outcome. There is no standing up to us anymore. With NTG on our side, we might as well be invincible. Are you so sure of that? After all, my only role here is to soften NTG enough for my parents to overcome. We will triumph as a family, if you will. Don't worry, dear Luna. Even through NTG, there's no way we'll lose to these creeps. Right, Master? I suppose it's our turn after all. Miss Volcane, may I have the honor of this battle? Last time a man asked me that, he left the arena crying. That's a risk I'm interested in taking right now. Then let's hope you can satisfy. Seriously, Mother, I'm going to be sick here, and this situation is stacked. NTG, use these. Toss some full restores. Okay, so he didn't throw us any revives. And Zero, please actually do something already. That's your cue, NTG. Go get them. So we beat them. Okay. Just what is that trainer made of? Providence, I suspect. I see. So in the end, it still hasn't been enough. NTG performs even better than I expected. Perhaps I underestimated that woman. And it's all thanks to my pulse. Zero, do not forget that I was the one who did the work. And it's okay, you helped a lot too. And just what part of this are you proud of? None of this was necessary. You could have just put them to sleep from the start. Well, this was a helpful test too. Don't speak. The only thing that's been tested is your willingness to indulge. I'm sorry, I don't understand. You've been enjoying puppeting NTG around as an outlet for your frustrations with them. Nothing is gained by battling now when we'll just put them to rest anyway. But I said to actually do something, not to waste time and jeopardize the Pulse's security in a 1v2 scenario. I will take responsibility for the battle with Luna, but this fight served no other purpose than to stroke your own ego. I just wanted to make sure NTG was fully under control. You wanted to feel that control. I assume because you've lacked autonomy over your own body for so long. Am I wrong? And I read your file. You were just a grunt before joining with those girls, correct? Not an effective one either. They were your only chance to stand out, which is why you cling to them even now. The kind of behavior you've demonstrated today exemplifies your incompetence. You let your emotions get in the way of your outcome. Until you learn to set ambitions aside and truly focus on yourself and your goals, you will never change. Did that missionary teach you that? No, mother. That man has done little more for me than place me in footsteps my feet are not fit to fill. Even now I understand that I cannot hope to fully live up to the title of Elite Four. In realizing this, I learned to step back and take a more serious approach to self-improvement. I believe the results should speak for themselves. The results don't speak louder than you still sitting on the wrong side of the coin. Is it wrong to return one's debts? The end of a means does not make its meaning end. Are you sure you are not running from your own choices? Zero, this has dragged on far too long already. If you truly want to make yourself useful, put them all to sleep already so we can move on. Got it. You'll all be out of our way for good now. You won't. Gardevoir? You are already injured from that fight. There is no need to push yourself further. They would put Master to sleep, toss him aside, and never let him wake up. Maybe dispose of him outright after what he did. I'll never let that happen. What is she doing? As you may know, Gardevoir are fiercely loyal to their trainers. It is said that they will do anything in their power to protect their master, even if it costs them their own life. Gardevoir, don't try to stop me. This is what I need to do for you. Rather than doing something dramatic, though I know you're such a fan of that, let us have faith in the world and our other companions. Who is left? Who can stop NTG? Who won't just be put to sleep? Gardevoir, please. No, this is the only way. I'll destroy that machine altogether. This is my purpose. This is not your... Yes, it is. To make sure you lived on all those years ago. This is what she asked me to do. She... No harm will come to your master, Gardevoir. You have my word. You think we can believe you after everything? He will sleep and nothing more. When it is over, he will wake. I do not wish to see you hurt either. Liar. After what you've done to Luna and NTG, and what Team Meteor intends to do after this, you want to make allowances now? I'll never believe that. This energy. In the most dire of circumstances, it is said that Gardevoir can use all of its energy to go so far as to even create a small black hole. That's right. No matter how strong that pulse may be, I can erase it altogether. Zero? I can set this right, and I will. Let Kane go and seize her before it's too late. On it. Master? Whatever happens, please remember, I will always love you more than she or anyone else ever could. Zero? I've got it. Are we too late? Her energy is spiraling out of control. Everyone get out of here. What about NTG and the others? There's no time. Volcarina, go already. If you ever walked into a class late, then you will know what it is like. Heads turn, eyes peel. You think of 1,000 things that they did not, but feel they are all the same. In that moment, you are the sole star in the sky, and they are trying to sleep. Expectation and anxiety are frequent guests at an otherwise unplanned tea party, and while their sugar sits untouched, the sun is setting far too slowly. Never soon enough, it will be time for them to go along their way. They will retire for the evening, home to their wives, to their children, children who grow tired, children who grow up asleep. But still, you must peel their eyes. There comes a time in every child's life where they must lay down their teaspoons. Pinch the corners of the fabric and pull the tablecloth right away. Enough, she says, and follows the light out. When there is only one path, there is only one way to go. And when in darkness, the path cannot be seen at all. When you are free. For now, the time has come for me to follow my own infinity. Farewell, mother. Farewell, father. It has been like a dream. No. Why? Why did control right? Incompetence. This is always how it is. This is always how it was. Best is not good enough. Best is not good enough. I told you why, Zero. What do we do? What do we do? Eve, tell me what we should do. Report back to Labrador. Lynn will want to know what's happened. I'll take the bracelets and finish from here. That's right, that's right. So long as we have the sapphire bracelets, it's okay. She won't be mad. She won't be mad, will she? Go. Yes. Gardevoir, I'm sorry it had to come to this. Mother, are you alright? Never better. Good. And Luna? Where is Luna? Do you know what happened to Luna? Luna stepped into that black hole on her own. Is this the end you hope to achieve? Shut up. I don't want to hear it from someone who couldn't even control his own Pokemon. Then from whom would you prefer to hear it? Is this the only person you listen to? Don't kid me. He and I used each other, nothing more. I have no respect for his beliefs or his goals. But you enact on them all the same, with little alternative. But now that you mention it, I can disappear from here. They will conclude I was lost in the damage. I can break free of this now. Why did it cost Luna? And Gardevoir, thank you. Mother, you may rest assured I will not meddle with this group. You're still grounded. That's fine. I'm still not coming home. I need to destroy the surveillance footage here. And what about your cohort? He will make a report, correct? I'm a fool. I have to stop him immediately. Excuse me? Oh, you're awake now. I'm glad you're safe. Miss Belrose, I am deeply sorry for what has happened. I have heard that these once belonged to your family. Please take them. I don't understand. There's no time. I have to hurry. Maybe I could help you. Your confusion is apparent. Listen, it's because of me that you lost your position as a member of the Elite Four. Elias created a false notice of termination. Then we hypnotized you to handwrite a letter of resignation. And then I took over your spot. I am truly sorry for what has happened, but right now I must go. Does that mean I can't help? You are a deeply concerning person. Let me put it simply. I have been your enemy. There's no reason for you to help me. I think there is. Do people have to be defined by their flaws and mistakes? Even if we are not defined by them, we cannot just ignore them. I understand that you must have done some bad things, but I also understand that you're doing your best to change. If I can be of help, I would like to. You sound just like her. I have two sisters, and they aren't particularly spotless either. Nobody is. Still, I've learned that in order to survive, we have to work together no matter what. Fine, do whatever you want. There's a somewhat disheveled man in black currently going on foot from here to Labrador. Can you catch him? If we can change the weather, my Pokemon should be able to outspeed anyone. I'll do it. Then I'll destroy the security footage here and meet up with you. And I'll see if I can bring some food. Despite our systems, you must be starving after sleeping for so long. We could work out the details with the Elite Four then, okay? That sounds wonderful. Deal. Let's go quickly. So much for a happy little family. Luna, Gardevoir, Kane, and even NTG. Everyone always disappears. Let us not make a bad situation worse by excusing its extremes. Shade brought us back. Unbelievable. And here we are. I don't know by what means or madness Shade pulled you back into this world, but it appears you have business that you are not yet permitted to quit. If I may be so bold, how was it on your end that you managed to return? Luna herself showed you the way. Luna did then. It seems there are still miracles that defy our understanding. Will you still hold your wounds close, Miss Volcane? I don't know what to count on anymore. Maybe nothing. Now you're getting it. Let us presume to hope she will be back one day. After all, you never know who will stroll through the door next. Everyone is always coming and going, and coming right back. NTG, you made it back. Not that I doubted Nostra or anything. Where did these kids come from? Oh my god, are you okay? What happened? I'm sorry. Those cracks all over your skin. Do you need help? On my skin? Am I getting wrinkles again? No, not wrinkles, cracks. See, all over here and here and here. Don't worry about it. She always sees things others people can't. That seems safe. It's not always, jeez. But really, what are you doing here? This isn't a place for children. Nuh-uh. If this wasn't a place for children, then why would we be here? That's what I'm asking. We're here for him. Yep, Nostra made us sleep so that poor Hypno couldn't. And then we came to meet him. Hi, cute hat. Have you been crying? Not anymore. You really are just like her. Come here. Wait, don't tell me you're there. What, like everyone didn't see that coming? Yeah, I don't really know how I could have come to that conclusion, having just met you and all. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. It is very, very alright. I'm just happy to see you again. You have both gotten so big. When the last I saw you, we were just this tiny, and if anyone should be sorry to keep someone waiting, it's me. You both deserve so much more. It's alright. Nostra says this is the only way it could have happened. I do know how that is. So you've got the... still, that's relief. Of course I do. We would never willingly let go of something you gave us. And that Cleffa too. His name's Namos. Namos, hello. It's nice to meet you. He says hi. No, tell him everything Namos says. Not just the first part. No, you said. And if I heard correctly, you go by Anna. Yep, that's us. Shouldn't you already know that? Those aren't the names that your mother chose for you. Painter, Fantasia. Those are such cool names. She had some flair about her. But when I had to let you go, I purposely withheld your names so there would be no way they could find you. Who is they? Team Meteor. Will you tell us why Team Meteor was after you? It is not a simple story, but I can say it as clearly as I can. Mistakes are lessons waiting to be learned. And some might say I have been very well educated indeed. During one such lesson, a certain person helped me understand that particular objects could be very dangerous in that group's possessions. So I did what I had to do and stole those particular objects. In order to disguise their origin, I asked a friend to fashion each of them into jewelry. Jewelry was a passion of his back then, but he was unprepared for the energy those keys held, and one of them broke in half. He was able to recover it, and he did fantastic work with the others, so I gave him one of the finished pieces as thanks. And with the others, I sought out buyers. In particular, I searched for strong trainers who would be able to efficiently defend the pieces should Meteor try to recover them. Caroline and Monty were the first. With two gym leaders together, I felt certain they would be safe. They chose the sapphire key to match their eldest daughter's name. Next, Mr. Mulliner. He chose the ring for his engagement. The last one I entrusted to the beauty who showed me the light. That was your mother. And so I reinvented myself with a new name, a new personality, and a new history. NTG, I hope you will forgive me for deceiving you. My wealth has never come from my success as a chess player. It came from the sale of those keys, and a few extra digits taken from Meteor's coffers. I always hoped to be able to fulfill your mother's dream of living in a castle. That's so cool. I do not defend thievery, but I dare say it was better use of the money than they would have found for it. And for a time she was happy. I thought it would all end happily, and it turns out happily ever after. It just means the next story hasn't started yet. Team Meteor learned of what I had done, who I was, and where the keys were. And so it began anew. Your mother was a walking miracle. But for better or worse, people often outlive their miracles. After her disappearance, I was scared. Above all else, for both of your safeties. I didn't even want any harm to come to you, so I had to make sure you didn't get mixed up with them. And just look how that turned out. It's better. It's okay. I know you were just doing your best, whether it was right or not. Here, you should have this back. The amethyst pendant. You had it. I was so sad after it was taken. I was so sad that I got sick and almost died of sadness. Why did you give it to her? It was not one of my better plays, perhaps. I was hoping Team Meteor would never find it if it was with you two, but instead it gave them cause to seek you out. Perhaps sentimentality got the better of me. Whether that was right or wrong, no. I mean, why did you give it to her and not me? Why is Anna the one who's always special? Ah, here, you can keep it. No, that's okay, I don't want it. I just wanted to know. You deserve it more than I do. It's not about deserving it or not. Just take it. Anna, I can't even hear Namos. I never could. I shouldn't hold something like that. I know you can't. What? That's okay. You'll understand eventually. If you ever want to hold the pendant instead, just ask me, okay? Okay. So why did you give it to Anna? It was your mother's before. I simply thought it would suit her better. And it seems there may be some cause and effect in your similarities after all. Still, I understand that was unfair to you. I hope you could forgive me. It's not like it matters. I don't understand any of you. However do you mean? It's been how many years and you all just go on like nothing happened. You act like all of you knew the whole time that you would meet here. The future has a funny way of never being how we know it, but we never had to know. All we had to do was decide. The future cannot hold a candle to resolution. Well, to tell the truth, I knew all along. It was just a matter of waiting for the right timing. And since I knew Daddy would be lonely in the meantime, I asked my friend to help out. I beg your pardon? To whom are you referring? Mr. Shadow, of course. You are referring to the same shade that Luna spoke of. Yep. I asked Mr. Shadow to lead her to you so that you wouldn't be alone like before. Then when she came to stay with me, was that your doing as well? Nope. Either she or Mr. Shadow did that on their own. And just now, when she stepped in the black hole, was that your plan? She did what? I see. In other words, she was never meant to leave me. Because then you would have just been lonely again. Plus, I think she would have made a great older sister. Don't you know? I still don't know who you were talking about. But even when you're meant to stick around, no one does. Nobody's always there, but somebody always is. And that means that there's nobody to miss. You're unbelievable. What? I could totally be believed, right, Noel? Sometimes. Noel. But despite being unbelievable, here you all are. Then that just means you need to change your beliefs. If how you see things isn't an accurate reflection of reality, then why keep looking that way? You're the last person who should be saying that. Or the first. A reflection of reality, huh? In that case, maybe it's better to just put the mirror down. Let there be no reflection at all, and see things however works best for you. Smooth talking runs in the family, doesn't it? They got it from their mother. I don't think that's true. Maybe we all did. And maybe we all have room to learn from them too. It's tough to lose people, but you can just lean on the people still around you. And so depend on us now. Hey now, who's the parent here? Whoops! But you are, of course, correct? I only lament that I had to say goodbye to Gardevoir and Luna to say hello to you. Not to mention the other boy, but I'll admit it could have been much worse given the circumstances. Perhaps the only reason the damage was so minimal was because Gardevoir fought to control herself, even through their hypnosis, loyal to the very end. That's something I'm not used to. Maybe it's time you change that. Excuse us. Oh my god, so much story, guys. I hope this is under an hour for you. Sorry to interrupt, but you did it. You did it. Great job to both of you. Did you open a daycare service while I wasn't looking? Maybe if I wasn't, I also wasn't looking. Okay, everybody. These are my friends, Lumi and Eve. Hi. Hi. We've caused a lot of trouble for you. Please accept my apologies. I believe the man in black who was here before had called out to you. That is correct, if pitiable. It's kind of a long story, but basically we were stuck together with him for a long time, in the same body. I wouldn't recommend the experience. In essence, we've had to work for Team Meteor the entire time. I developed the pulse systems that have been used to create a nearly insurmountable degree of trouble. Oh, thanks for that. Hey, she didn't do it because she wanted to. I agreed to develop machines for Team Meteor only under the condition that Lumi's physical body would be adequately preserved. That both of our bodies would be. You don't need to keep putting yourself aside. I always intended to find a way to restore ourselves to our proper body, but working towards that was impossible when we didn't even have the privacy of our own thoughts. I'm happy to be back, but I wish we didn't have to lose that poor Magnezone for it. And full control took a little while to get used to again. It was difficult at first, yes. Thank you again for what you did. Totally. And what exactly was that? Noel and I switched places with these girls. Nostra said it would be really important for them to wake up right away. Thanks to that, we were able to help NTG reach this place. We hid and moved through the vents to evade Team Meteor and stole our Pokemons back to help NTG. Thanks for taking good care of Glaceon, NTG. Though what happened after NTG actually got here could have gone better. Yeah, don't get us wrong, NTG. We're not trying to fault you. But we knew Zero would try to use Hypno to control you, so we tried to stop it. We tried to cut the system's power as soon as he used it on you. But unfortunately, the power supply had an auto-reboot function. I hadn't accounted for this to preempt it, so all we were able to do was power cycle the system. We were hoping if we did it enough, maybe it would make enough holes in the control scheme for NTG to break through. But you saw the result. That's okay, you tried your best, as best you could. really feel bad for Kane. He never even had a chance to act on his own from the time he came here to when we fell into the black hole. Yeah, but NTG came back, so maybe he can too. Speaking of coming back, it may be prudent for us to quit this place before too long. Would it be alright for us to go with you? We don't really know who else to turn to get away from Team Meteor. Are you kidding? Not only can you come with us, you have to. I see no reason why not. Everyone will be waiting in Calcion City. I have some information about Team Meteor that will be relevant to you all as well. What should we do about this one? Hey, sleepyhead, it's time to wake up. Look, all your friends are surrounding you. What happened? Where is Kane? We'll have to explain later. For now, we need to get going. By the way, there was that boy sleeping in one of the elevators still. That sounds like a cozy place. We tried to wake him up after Hypno had been stopped, but he still wouldn't move. Even Glaceon's heal bell wouldn't work. He just went right back to sleep every time. We'll see what we can do. Should worse come to worse, I'll carry him myself. Can you really get him by yourself? All the way to Calcion? Certainly not, but as long as we have our Pokemon, anything is possible. Don't worry, Daddy. You'll see her soon. Nostra said so. Did she now? Then I suppose I have no choice but to believe it. Let's be on our way. NTG, you're coming too, right? Yes. Yay! We can all go together. All right. This is a long episode because there's a lot that happened, guys. But thank you so much for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, the episodes will be quicker, obviously, moving forward again. So please do me that solid of hitting the like button if you made it this far. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. A lot of story has happened. Lots going on. But we're moving ahead. So it looks like the spell under a gate should be gone. So we'll be heading into Gate City next time and seeing what's going on. Thank you all so much. I'm out. Peace.